Hey folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm doing a gift request in honor of Canada Day. Dan Sigurdson, who himself is up in Lumbee, British Columbia, made a gift to the channel for me to do this reaction of Gordon Lightfoot's Canadian Railroad Trilogy. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Railroad? I switched. All right. Terry Wood lives in Canada and sent me a few Canada hats a year or two ago. This one happens to be Alberta Prairie Railway, Stettler, right? So I don't know what the song is about, but Dan, thank you for the gift to the channel, my friend. It's Gordon Lightfoot, who is also Canadian. He's a Canuck. So it's truly Canada Day. Terry Wood sent me this water bottle a little bit ago, and just so thoughtful. And I know Dwayne Vladika's up there, and other folks are up there. It's just a lot of fun. Our brothers and sisters to the north. All right, let's see what Gordon's got for us. I don't know this one. It's a trilogy of sorts. Canadian Railroad Trilogy. July 1st, Canada Day.
There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real.
For the wheel.
But time has no beginnings and history has no bounds. As to this verdant country they came from all around.
It's like a
they
novel.
Sailed upon her waterways and they walked the forest tall. Built the mines, the mills and the factories for the good of us all. And when the young man's fancy had turned into the spring, the railroad men grew restless for to hear the hammers ring. Their minds were overflowing with the visions of their day, with many a fortune won and lost and many a debt to pay. For they looked in the future and what did they see? They saw an iron road running from the sea to the sea, bringing the goods to a young growing land, all up from the seaboards and into their hands. Look away, said they, across this mighty land, from the eastern shore to the western strand.
Western expansion.
Bring the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open your heart, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. Bring in the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open your heart, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. Get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow.
It's a big job, 3,000 miles of track. Oh, is this song number 2 of the trilogy?
Behind blue Rockies, the sun is declining. The stars, they come stealing at the close of the day. Across the wide prairie, our loved ones lie sleeping. Beyond the dark oceans, in a place far away, we are the navvies who work upon the railway. swinging our hammers in the bright blazing sun.
Wait, we are the what that are the workers? I didn't pick that up. All right, let's keep going.
Living on stew and drinking bad whiskey, mending our backs till the long days are done.
Yeah. Gordon, when he wrote Wreck of the Emma Fitzgerald, this is brilliant. That detail, living on stew and bad whiskey, did he say? That's one of those details that, like, Gordon wasn't there for this. So when he wrote The Wreck of the Emma Fitzgerald, as I recall correctly, he wrote that from like newspaper articles that were coming out about it, and he was gleaning details and then wrote the song about it. And I don't know what kind of research he did. He could have called somebody up whose grandfather, great-grandfather was here, but that's one of those details that really astute people think of, like living on stew. Like, you're writing a song, there's nothing on the page, and you're going to come up with a narrative that makes your points and tells the story. And that detail, living on stew, and bad whiskey, not even not whiskey, bad whiskey. I'm guessing, I don't know if he read that somewhere or somebody told him it, because I don't think that's a detail you just make up. You could, but it strikes me as just being too true and too detailed to just pop into your head.
We are the navvies who work upon the railway.
The navvies?
Swinging
Is that a Navajo?
In the bright blazing sun.
Could be, because you mentioned white man earlier.
Laying down track and building the bridges, mending our backs till the railroad is done.
Mending our backs?
So over the mountains and over the plains, into the Muskeg and into the rain, up the St. Lawrence all the way to Gaspé, swinging our hammers and drawing up hay, driving them in and tying them down, away to the bunkhouse and into the town. $1 a day and a place for my head, a drink to the living, a toast to the dead. Oh, the song of the future has been sung. Oh, the battles have been won. On the mountain tops we stand. Oh, the world at our command. We have opened up the soil with our teardrops and our toil. For there was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real. When the green dark forest was too silent to be real. And many are the dead men too silent to be real.
So in the end, that was interesting the way he worded that. the green dark forest was too silent to be real. I like that artistry and lyricism there. It was so quiet. Before the railroad was, but then when after the railroad, there were folks who had died building it who were too silent to be real. Does that mean that they're forgotten about? Like it was $1 a day these folks got, so it was brutal labor, of course. But does it mean like they died and were forgotten about because we don't care about them anymore? Is that like the distinction between the green dark forest or dark green forest, green dark forest? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot in there. I mean, this was basically poetry set to us in a song. It was a narrative along with it, 7 minutes for a song. That's relatively long, not by Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd standards, but by most standards. So yeah, I'm not going to rate that one. That was from Dan Sigurdson in honor of Canada Day. So I'll drink to that and out of my water bottle from Terry Wood from Canada. So there it is, folks. Happy Canada Day. I hope it works well for you. And that was a history lesson in a song. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.